Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Um, those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Dr. James Ong, and I am presently living and residing in the Philippines. Today, I'm going to share with you some information that can change your life in terms of health, and also, I guess, if you see some goodness in it and you want to market the product, your wealth. We are about to embark on a pretty amazing journey, I would say, because this device, certainly everyone needs one. In other words, every home needs one. So if it is something as great as that, then yeah, the business side is pretty good too. All right, so let's get going. And as usual, I would like to navigate through with you the science behind this wonderful device. So let's talk about acupuncture. Acupuncture is 3,000 years old. Yes, 3,000 years old. It's not something that was invented last week, last year, last 10 years, last 100 years. No, it's 3,000 years old. Pretty amazing. And acupuncture is something that the Chinese have invented. It's based on the fact that we are energy, all right? And if we are energy, we have energy pathways called meridians. And if these pathways, meridians are blocked and you don't do something about it, it will develop into a disease. And some of you who may have gone for a massage or um, reflexology, they kind of massage your, yeah. Okay. And yeah, when they touch on your feet or the soles of your feet and you feel like very painful or uncomfortable, and then after they massage with the same amount of strength, and you feel great. Why? Because they have already unblocked that particular blockage in that particular point. So there are acupuncture points as well. So we're talking about acupuncture, and once you unblock these points, uh, you don't feel any more pain or vibration or anything at all. All right. So acupuncture is 3,000 years old, and that's how in the eastern part of the world, and now it has also spread to, I guess, the European and Western countries, including USA and Canada. Yeah, it helps a lot of people, but yet it has been classified as alternative, all right? Because the world that we live in, the Western medicine have taken over. They have taken dominion over the traditional medicine. All right. And how this happened was also partly because when penicillin was created or invented, uh, some businessmen, yeah, they thought about it and they decided if they can have drugs that people can be dependent upon, then it's a great business. I Googled this and I found this out. All right. You can do the same. Nowadays, you cannot hide. Everything you can Google. And what I share with you, you can find out yourself. All right. It's unlike in those decades ago, where you have to look for the book, go to certain library, and so on. Nowadays, everything is available on the internet, and you can research as well as I do. So hopefully today, I will be able to enlighten you with some of the facts, and you can research further if you want to. All right. It will certainly help you a lot. So, uh, this is quite amazing because as the story goes, on what I read on the internet, these business people, they set up pharmaceutical companies, all right? And these pharmaceutical companies went on to become some of the biggest companies in the world. And yeah, they like to control. They like to control um, organizations to help them make money. Isn't it wonderful, right? To be able to do that. Yeah, they have done that for the last many, many years, which is unfortunate for a lot of people. So anything against that, they are going to get rid of you, or they will find a way to censure you or yeah, not promote what you are trying to do to help people heal. Okay, so yeah. And these pharmaceutical companies, they use these hospitals, they use these doctors, Western doctors, sad to say, as their marketing arm. Wow, it's a big word, isn't it? Yeah. They either do prescription or if hospitals are selling drugs, then they prescribe and you go buy and I don't make this up. You go to some of the major hospitals, you will get pharmaceutical reps queuing up to see the doctors. Get a picture? And why do they do that? Well, if they meet a certain quota, they get some free trip somewhere. And that is the reality. How sad. There's a conflict of interest, isn't it? So, so these Western medicine drugs, do they really heal you? Or do they just relieve you until you increase the dosage? Wow. From 5 milligrams to 10 milligrams and so on. All right. So why don't we heal people? The thing is, when you heal people, it's bad business because it's one time only. If you get them dependent, well, they go buy with, from you all the time. That is good business, isn't it? Right? Yeah, it's a bit sad. I feel sad. And I would like to see that change. And that's why I'm here talking to you guys. Yeah, little by little, we're growing this community, kind of like awaken the people to make better decisions themselves, right? So let me continue. Okay. Um, Acupuncture has evolved into electroacupuncture. And yeah, some say it's the Chinese, some say it's the Japanese, some say it's the German, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Since 1930s, 40s, 50s, it has evolved into electroacupuncture. So what is electroacupuncture? First, they put needles, then they put current. So at the end of the needles, you see uh, wires, right, connected to this supply of the small current, so that it has that extra oomph, power to unblock the blockages. Same thing, same treatment, same acupuncture points. It's just they added current, and that's known as electroacupuncture. Okay, so it's nothing new. It's been around. It has evolved, and now with electroacupuncture, many wonderful results are being experienced by a lot of people. Okay, let's move on now. Here, I'll give you five reasons why this amazing little thing here, okay, why it works so well. By the way, battery operated. You can also use the power bank or you can connect to the socket in your home. Isn't it wonderful? Very convenient. So you can put it in your car, go travel with you on the airplane, on the bus, on the train, everywhere. And it's very, very convenient and very easy to use. Okay. So I'll give you five reasons why I believe this is a wonderful device. Five reasons. The first one being electroacupuncture promotes central nervous system dependent release of mesenchymal stem cells. Okay, this is from the stem cells journals. So which other source is better than the stem cells journals, right? And I pulled this out, and essentially what it's saying is that electroacupuncture can enhance, right, the production of your body stem cells. So what are stem cells? Stem cells are undifferentiated cells. They have no specific function until you stimulate it and you kind of like stir it up and it goes to your heart, it becomes your heart cells. It goes to your liver, it becomes your liver cells. So from undifferentiated, it becomes differentiated. Okay, that's why it's very, very expensive, right? Because it works. It will repair the damaged cells. Okay, so it will fix it or replace it, and that's where you get a new organ. Isn't it wonderful? And stem cell therapy, they are everywhere in the world now, very expensive. This one can do the same thing. Your body stem cells can be stimulated. All right, isn't it wonderful? So that's the first reason, and probably the most important one, right? And number two, nature. Nature, as we all know, is the medical journal that doctors depend upon. And here is what it has to say in 2021. Electroacupuncture activates neurons to switch off inflammation. Switch off inflammation. Most of chronic diseases, they are caused by prolonged inflammation, isn't it? So inflammation by itself is not bad, but when it's inflamed for a long time, that's when it becomes a disease. So a lot of diseases are caused by chronic inflammation. And that's why, when you're able to switch off, and the most obvious ones are the pain kind of inflammation, right? For example, you have arthritis pain, you have sciatica, you have all kinds of, inflammation that is within your body that causes pain. So if this is true, it means this is very good for pain management. It'll get rid of the pain, right? As for other diseases that doesn't cause pain, but it is because of inflammation that you have those diseases, then by repairing the inflammatory problem, then you're on your way to recovery. So that is reason number two. Okay? Not said by Dr. James Ong, but quote nature.com. All right. This is what he has to say. Now, point number three. This is again a very important point from PubMed, National Institutes of Health, US government website. And here it says acupuncture enhances generation of nitric oxide and increases local circulation. Nitric oxide enhances your circulatory system. And when that happens, you'll be able to carry oxygen in your bloodstream to all those cells that require the nutrients. Isn't it wonderful? Okay, so that's the third reason. And moving on, right? Moving on. Reason number four, and this is very important, again, from PubMed, acupuncture, and this is, by the way, take a note at the date 2024, March 27, very current. Acupuncture and its ability to restore and maintain immune homeostasis. All right. So look at the highlight below, and on the next page is bigger for you to see. It says this. Fortunately, evidence suggests that acupuncture can bidirectionally regulate the immune system to maintain immune homeostasis. In cases of immunosuppressive diseases, like cancer, for example, acupuncture has an enhancing effect on immunity. Okay, so when your immune system is low, it's not good, can cause cancer. It can enhance. Conversely, on the opposite side, where it's too much, in autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and so on, acupuncture has been observed to have an immunosuppressive, it can suppress effect, which helps restore normal immune tolerance. So whether it's under or over, it's able to regulate to homeostasis. Okay, it's wonderful, isn't it? So here you have four reasons, and before I go on, I will highlight other things. Okay, and yeah, these are all the various types of diseases, but it's not exhaustive. Okay, because this little thing is a medical device. Yes, you heard me correctly. This is a medical device. It's not just an electrical appliance like most of the products out there in the marketplace, online, uh, eBay, Alibaba, whatever, right? This is a medical device. Let me tell you today, how do you get your product registered as a medical device? You need to do some kind of clinical trial. Doctors have to sign on it with the endorsement of hospitals where you did the clinical trial. And then you got to submit this paperwork to your government. And then they will analyze. It will go back and forth. Get the picture? It's not easy and it's not cheap as well. And that's why a lot of products out there, those electronic products, they cannot claim therapy because they fail. They fail. They cannot convincingly come up with a clinical trial that can get their product registered. This is huge. All right. And I have to highlight this point without hitting out on other products out there. But just for you to know that when you have a product which is a medical device, it's huge. Okay. That means the efficacy of the product has already been proven. Proven. Okay. Proven by the authorities of those countries that they are registered as a medical device. Wonderful. Okay, let's move on. And this is how it looks like. Louis Vuitton color, nice packaging. And like all products, okay, like all products, a certain classes of people have not been included in it. Okay, you are strictly forbidden to use AccuLife iDoc if you are pacemaker, because we are electronic device and pacemaker is also electronic. In case something happens, we don't want them to play mass. If you are pregnant, many things can happen. So again, we don't want you to blame us, and therefore, please, if you're pregnant, do not use the device. Child under 3 years old, patient with malignant tumors. Yeah, by the way, when you register your medical device, it's almost impossible for you to claim that your device can cure cancer. Okay. Because if you make that claim, chances are it won't be registered. Get a picture? Patient with hemorrhagic tendencies, patient with tuberculosis, chronic alcoholic. All right, moving on. So this is acupuncture. So all the points can be found on your left hand, right, back, and also different parts of your body. But let's just focus on the hand, left hand. Can be right hand as well, but left hand is close to the heart, and it's very simple for you to focus on the points on the left hand. And every point that is related to the organ of your meridians, they will denote something. So this is the front, this is the back. And yeah, when you use this device, first of all, you use this thing. It's non-invasive, so it doesn't break your skin, all right? You just touch on it, and there'll be two types of sensation that you will feel. One is vibration. It means it's onset. There is a bit of blockage, but not that severe. And if you touch on it and ouchie, ouchie, or in the Philippines, they say aray, okay, then it is more serious. But don't be alarmed, because why? This amazing device can diagnose, it can also treat. It can diagnose and do the treatment as well. So most of these people, what they do is they will just map, and then every point that they feel a sensation or a pain or some kind, it won't kill you, all right? And they will mark it, okay? They will mark it, and then after that, they will treat it, okay? So you can treat it like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes on some, chronic diseases, and not more than 1 hour per session, okay? After you've done it for 1 hour, you stop, you drink, and you don't shower for at least 1 hour. So that's why we encourage people to use it in the morning and in the evening after they have showered, and just do something for your health. Isn't it wonderful? So that's how it works, and it's very easy to use. From day one, open up the box, watch the video, read the, brochures, and you'll be able to do it on your own. Yes, that's how easy it is. Now, I already talked about 4 points. Now I'm going to talk about the fifth point. Remember, I told you 5 reasons. The fifth point is these clips here. This pair of clips here, which I have here in front of me. Okay, see? Yeah, I do this about 30 minutes or even 1 hour a day. Okay, in between my normal thing. Why? Why is this so important? Because this has to do with our vagus nerve. Okay, This has to do with the vagus nerve, and it will stimulate the vagus nerve. That's why they call this TAVNS, which is transcutaneous, which is something to do with the skin, auricular, something to do with the ears, vagus nerve stimulator. That's what it is, technically. And what is the vagus nerve? Why do you need to stimulate the vagus nerve? You look at the diagram, the vagus nerve actually comprises of 80,000 nerves. 80,000. 80,000 nerves. Wow. What does it do? Well, WebMD has to say this. The vagus nerve is an integral part of your autonomic nervous system. This part of your nervous system controls the things your body does without your conscious input, such as breathing. You don't have to, know how to breathe, right? It's unconscious, right? Digesting food. It kind of digests itself, isn't it? The food, sweating, your heartbeat, and I can go on, all right? So 80,000 nerves with variety of functions. Wow, amazing. It's like all this wiring, right, inside of you. If certain wires are not working, there's no connectivity. Can you turn on your appliance? You cannot, right? It won't work well, isn't it? I mean, it won't work at all sometimes, right? So if the wires in your nervous system is the nerves not working properly, then you may have problems and you will not have the diet results. It's not able to do what it's supposed to do, what it's designed to do. Okay. So why then are we so concerned about the vagus nerve? Okay, let's go on with the problems first. The vagus nerve provides signals from your brain to your body, regulating your heart rate. Okay, that's important, isn't it, guys? Taste, speech, skin sensations, muscle sensations, immune response, respiratory rate, blood pressure, mucus production, saliva production, digestion, frequency of urination, mood, and let's move on to the next page. The thing is that it's very hard to diagnose. Why? 80,000 nerves, okay? So if something is wrong with your heart, they probably don't look at that. They look at other causes, isn't it? So signs that something could be wrong with your vagus nerve: acid reflux, abdominal pain, bloating, lack of gag reflex, difficulty swallowing, dizziness, fainting, hoarse voice, wheezing, unexplained weight loss, loss of appetite, feeling full after eating very little food, nausea, vomiting, chronic mood issues or disorders, and it goes on. What conditions affects your vagus nerve? Highlighted. Scientists are still studying, but it may affect your mental health, chronic headaches, and even Alzheimer. Wow. Big words. A lot of problems. Guys, we have a lot of problems. And what I'm going to show you, it's going to blow you away because all of us just came from the pandemic, right? Whoever caused it, I don't know. It's man-made or whatever, the elite, or I don't know, whatever theory you may have, it has affected us, right? I mean, I had 2 shots of AZ because the government controlled. I had to go to an indoor stadium. Beep, beep, no choice. Okay. And then AZ recently pulled out their vaccine and they say, oh, in their court document, it says that there are side effects. I'm like, wow, that's terrible, isn't it? Terrible, terrible. Okay, moving on. So now vagus nerve, right, can also improve your memory. Okay, this is sciencedirect.com. Vagus nerve can improve your memory. Here, through the NIH, it also says the TAVNS improves human working memory performance under sleep deprivation stress. Now, sorry, I had to say this. What it says here is that the TAVNS, the stimulation, the transcutaneous, right, auricular vagus nerve stimulation can improve your memory. And here as well, on classes of people under sleep deprivation, they find that their working memory performance actually has improved. It's amazing. So the application of this is pretty huge because why? if your memory can improve, what is the problem with dementia, guys? What is the problem with people having dementia? It's heartbroken when the mother cannot recognize the son or the daughter. Am I right, guys? It's a very sad thing, isn't it? And nowadays, a lot of elderly people, to such an extent that the people kind of like accepted it already, you know? Why? Because they have no cure. They kind of accepted the fact that my mom cannot recognize me. How sad it can make you cry, isn't it? Right? Now, if you have people you love, your parents who cannot recognize, guys, I already shown you, it can improve your memory. So please get one device for them, 1 hour a day, all right? Just stimulate everything, okay? Let's see how it works. Wow, what a blessing. Okay, if your mom can recognize you, that's really something. All right, so here, vagus nerve has actually has been affected by COVID-19. This COVID virus is causing a problem called dysautonomia. Okay, so this COVID-19 virus is pretty bad, right? It caused a condition called dysautonomia in COVID-19. So what is this dysautonomia? According to Cleveland Clinic, dysautonomia is a nervous system disorder that disrupts autonomic body processes. These are automatic functions like your blood pressure, heart rate, right? So your autonomic nervous system, isn't it? Your vagus nerve, as what I've shown you. Having dysautonomia means these functions don't work properly, causing disruptive symptoms. And these symptoms are often manageable, but diagnosing and treating dysautonomia is sometimes difficult. Of course, 80,000 nerves. How to diagnose? Big problem. Now, this study also shows the correlation of this COVID-19 virus. And here it says this. A hallmark of fatal SARS-CoV-2 infection, COVID-19, is cytokine storm. I want you to recognize this phrase or these two words, cytokine storm, okay? An increase of inflammatory proteins within the body that can lead to respiratory distress and organ failure. Wow. So what is this cytokine? What diseases or conditions involve cytokines? Okay. Cytokines are so essential to your immune system. So normal condition is good, but too much is no good, right? That they play a role in most conditions and diseases that may affect you. Typically, cytokines help keep you infection-free, so it's good. However, if your immune system releases too many cytokines, in response to an infection or treatment like immunotherapy, you may develop cytokine release syndrome, also called a cytokine storm. So too much of it is called a cytokine storm, as in the previous page, right? Okay, so what happens? Too much inflammation can damage tissue and lead to diseases and conditions, including, not exhaustive. That means these are samples, but it can be more, including autoimmune diseases. Wow, that's huge, isn't it? Metabolic disorders, cancer. Wow, guys. Okay, cytokine storm can cause cancer and sepsis. Big problem. So this is another sciencedirect.com that also shows the correlation between COVID-19 and your vagus nerve. And Forbes also. New insights into long COVID point to damage to the vagus nerve. So what is long COVID? People who had the infection never really recovered from it. Okay. Now, so far, I'm only talking about the COVID-19 virus causing our vagus nerve, damaging it. I don't even talk about this. Do you think this has affected our vagus nerve, guys? Let me ask you, just from your own observation. Those people even without COVID-19 infection, okay? Be honest to yourself. After the pandemic, do you know of people with rapid heartbeat? Hello, I do, for no apparent reason. Rapid heartbeat. After the pandemic, those people who have been given this, have you noticed that hypertension is on the rise? And suddenly, even young people, they become hypertensive and they have stroke. Stroke. Young people. In my previous company, I interviewed a 28-year-old guy, medical student. He had stroke because he said after this, he had hypertension and he had stroke. Thank God for the amazing product. He got healed. All right? Guys, believe you me, this vagus nerve thing is real. All right? So if you're like me, who had AZ or others, do yourself a favor. Okay? And if you have elderly people who cannot recognize their children's names, please get one for them. Stimulate their memory. Okay? Yes, this is the factory. This is where the wonderful product, right, is made. And this is in Taiwan. They have two factories and building a third one. Would you agree with me that Taiwanese technology is like Japan, right? Is it good? Taiwan factory. Fantastic, isn't it? In fact, that's why the chips are all made in Taiwan, isn't it? They're good in terms of computers, electronic, and it comes with a 2-year warranty, serialized. It comes with a 2-year warranty. That's how confident they are in their product. 2-year warranty. Okay. Now, moving on. This is the founder, the handsome guy on the left, not the one on the right, the handsome guy on the left. His name is Terry Chiang, and his company is going for public listing. He's very established, all right? Very established guy. And I think he's the president of the traditional Chinese medicine in Taiwan right now, the reigning president, okay? And I've never seen a company with so many patent certifications and registrations as medical device for their product. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So the first one is Taiwan, right? Followed by China, because that's the home of acupuncture, right? So they got their device registered, medical device in China, and the USA, which is the largest market out there. So you gotta go to USA. And let me tell you this story about USA, all right? I interviewed him. I had the opportunity to meet up with him, and I asked him, I said, "Oh, why, Taiwan? Why, you know, and how did you get this FDA?" And he said, well, when he got this product, um, originally when it came out, he approached the doctors and they kind of laughed at him because he told the doctors that my product, my device can diagnose and treat. And the doctors are saying, well, if your device can diagnose and treat, then we are out of job, right? So they laughed at him, they mocked him, and they didn't think that it really works. And he told himself, if I can get my device registered with the FDA in the United States, nobody can say anything. Took him 6.5 years and very expensive journey, by the way. $2 million, 2 million US dollars, 6.5 years, and he got it. Okay. So we are all beneficiary of this gentleman's determination and perseverance, thanks to him, right? And now we are able to share with every country out there in the world. Because when you get your device registered in the US, the rest is easy. Okay, Korea, Japan, we have the ISO 13485 from the UK, SGS. This is to show that the product is safe. Okay, And we have this ISO 13485. That is the category specifically for medical devices. You have ISO 9001, 9002 for systems and so on, right? ISO, there are many classifications. So we have the one for medical devices. Okay. Now, then Malaysia is registered as a medical device, and also Thailand, Indonesia, Russia, Australia, Germany, even WHO, right, recognizes this product. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I'm sure in the coming years, months, there'll be more countries, who knows? Maybe Saudi Arabia. I mean, I don't know. I mean, United Arab Emirates and Kuwait, Qatar, because we have inquiries coming in already, right? And EU is not just across the board. There'll be country by country, from Greece to Netherlands to, wow, isn't it exciting? Yes, we are living in very, very exciting times for this amazing product. Okay, moving on. Testimonies, a lot. There are lots and lots. I posted copy pasted the link tree. Okay, you can copy and open it up, and you can see a lot of, yeah, wonderful videos that I have created, including these testimonies that I've interviewed them. And yeah, it just blow my mind. I mean, so many, right? So many. And now this guy, I have to share his short, very short, I think 1 minute or so. He couldn't sleep. He's my golf buddy, friend of mine, many years now, TY. And he had this insomnia problem. And then I say, hey, bro, why don't you try this clip? So he tried these clips for 30 minutes. We were talking at a golf club. And then after that, he went home. And the next day, wow, he slept like a baby. And just listen to him, okay? What he had to say about this product is truly amazing. So yesterday you used it for more than half an hour.
Yeah, 30 minutes maybe.
On the ear clips, right?
Yeah.
On the ear clips.
And then I slept 7 hours, 45 minutes.
Wow, you had a good sleep last night, huh? Amazing. Dr. Louis, all right, I asked his permission to share this. He had kind of like a vertigo and a blockage, and yeah, again, the same thing. Just tried the clips for 30 minutes. Okay. Hello, Dr. Louis. Yeah, before using this this ear clip, yeah, you were using it for 30 minutes.
Yes.
Tell us your problem before and after.
Sir, before using this machine, I have vertigo. I can hear a wheezing sound, and then I think there's a clog in my ear. But after 30 minutes of using this device, now it's very clear. There's no noise sound.
Wow.
It became very
30 minutes, diba?
Only
You were
30
using
minutes. Yes, only 30 minutes.
Amazing.
It's very clear now.
Wow. So every home should need one, huh?
Yes, sir. It's a guarantee that they have to use this machine. It's very good.
Okay, thank you, sir. Amazing. He's a medical doctor, still wearing his hospital clothes, right? The next lady I'm going to show you is going to blow you away. And this lady is from Davao, and she had breathing problem, numbness on the left hand, and yeah, it's a heart problem, isn't it, right? And she used it for almost 2 months, and then she wanted to sell it to her sister-in-law in the US, but the sister-in-law is kind of like skeptical. We all are, right? I mean, so the sister-in-law said, look, why don't you go for a laboratory test and a cardio test and everything? I'll pay for it. If the result comes out good, I'll buy it, okay? So you hear from her, okay? Let her be the one to tell you her story. It's amazing. Okay, Tita Maya from Davao. So for a longest time, you have problem with your heart.
Yes.
And why do you say you have problem with your heart? How did you know?
I have the symptom. My hand and the left side is always numb. Yes, and sometimes I have
Tired, breathless?
Oh yes, breathless, short breathing.
Yeah.
Yes, I cannot walk so long
Yeah.
because I feel my chest pain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you receive this device.
Yes,
Can you show this device?
yes,
Yeah.
I showed
No,
you
you
the
don't. You
device.
received the device,
Yes, when I received the device.
and then you started
I-
promoting to your sister-in-law.
Yes, my
And then she wanted proof
yes.
that you have recovered after using this device.
Yes.
Am I right?
All the pain in my hands, I had treatment, 5
Yeah.
minutes, 10 minutes, all the pain.
Okay, so much
For
pain.
yes, so much pain. Then
You
I
use
said
it-
that I'm very grounded.
You use it for 2 months,
Yes, almost 2 months treatment.
but still she doesn't believe. So she
Yes.
pay for your medical bill to go and do
Yes.
some tests.
So I
what
go-
test did you do?
I go to the cardiologist. Then my heart, the result is normal.
Wow. And
Yes.
what else did you test?
Then the cardiologist give me another laboratory, all the laboratories, this one.
Also,
Also all negative.
so
Yes,
and
all
your
normal.
sister-in-law is where, in Philippines or in US or
In US.
so
I
she paid for all that just to see the
yes,
proof.
she sent me outright money for my laboratories.
Wow, amazing.
To be
So
sure,
now
to be sure.
now
To be
she's
sure, this morning, I go to the laboratory, then before coming here, I go to my doctor, then he read all the result. It's all negative.
Wow.
Thank you, Lord.
congratulations and thank you AcuLife.
Thank you, Akilai, for the amazing medical device.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank-
I'm going to tell you about another product that we have, which we're going to launch this month. All right. It's from the same factory, same manufacturer. They've been using it for more than 10 years now in Taiwan, 100 plus wellness centers. Okay. And I'm going to tell you something which may be a little bit controversial and you may find it hard to believe. But if you subscribe to my argument, then you may want to try it. Okay. So this is the AcuLife D178. And in their brochure, they have to say this. Okay. The warning item on the second page of the instruction manual states that the product should not be used if you have the following conditions. People who use pacemakers because it's electronic or electronic heart lung devices, people with foreign metal objects in the body, in case, conductor of, people with malignant tumors. So that means the big C, right? They cannot use it, isn't it? People who have not fully recovered from surgery, pregnant women, children under 3 years old. All right. So look at point number 3. It's stated there. But if you do have malignant tumors, that's up to you, right? Okay. But here we are telling you it's not designed for it. We have to say that. Now, this is how it looks like in a box. And once you assemble it, 2 people can experience at the same time. 2. So one is a mat, okay? One is a mat. The other one is this bluish thing that you put your feet on it. And guys, you won't feel anything at all. You won't feel any sensation, no heat, no nothing. You don't even know that the device is turned on because you don't feel anything at all. Isn't it amazing, this technology? So what is this going to do to your body? It's actually a negative ion generator. It's going to put negative ion into your body. Okay? Now, why do you need negative ion in your body? Well, I'll come to that in a while, but I have to show you that it is what it is, right? There is negative ion in your body. So how do they test that? Well, there are 3 ways. Let me explain before I play the video. The first is to use the tester. So the tester goes near your body. It'll be able to detect how much negative ion. And you can see later on in the video, it's negative 9,000, right? Pretty high. And number 2 is if you don't have that tester, because it costs about $800, that particular model, you can put tissue paper and then your body is negative ion, negative, right? Negatively charged. And the tissue paper will stand, all right? Negative, positive. And if you want to use another way, it's a small kind of like light bulb or test pen you just touch the ground, it's going to light up. So enjoy this wonderful video that I'm going to share with you. And the proof is there. Amazing. these are the wellness centers in Taiwan. As I said, there are more than 100. And it's also introduced in Malaysia by this medical doctor and registered with the Malaysian health authorities. And wow, look at it. In the newspaper, cancer, breast cancer gone. Okay, so it's not from me. It's actually, yeah, all these are available in the Google Drive. And really, really wonderful. Now, let me explain the science before we end. Let me explain the science because I know a lot of us are pretty skeptical when you have this kind of amazing claim. First of all, you guys know about pH, right? pH is something that we measure, especially our blood. What is the pH of our blood? Optimally, it should be pH 7.35 to 7.45. Am I right? 7.35 to 7.45. So it's mild alkaline. So when our blood is mild alkaline, right? Our body, by the way, is made of energy, right? Our body is energy. I don't know. I don't want to go into that. But in 2012 at CERN, they discovered that, spent 10 billion, 7,000 scientists, Large Hadron Collider, blah, blah, blah. Go to the CERN website, CERN. We are made of energy. And if we are made of energy, which of course the traditional Chinese medicine, they have already found out and discovered that 3,000 years ago. Now Western science is only beginning to discover that, 2012. The guy who put that theory was proven correct. His name is Peter Higgs, and he got the Nobel Prize in 2013. So I didn't make this up. So we are all made of energy. If there's a problem with our energy, you will get sick. All right. So if there's a problem with your energy, go fix it. When you fix your energy level, you will get well again. That's pretty much sums it up. That's how it works. All right. So the pH is 7.35 to 7.45. How everyone, scientists, doctors, they all agree on that. Okay. So do you know that pH is also measured in millivolts? Not many people realize that, but I'm going to show it to you guys, all right? And it will blow you away, okay? It will blow you away. If I can just pull this up. Yes, we do have it today already. Here we go. Okay, so pH potential hydrogen versus millivolts. Okay, and if I can just pull it down, then you will be able to see more clearly. So the pH voltage. Look, if we are made of energy, we need to be powered by batteries, right? So we have battery packs ourselves, right? And then scientists also concluded that what do you have? The mitochondria, and then the ATP is where you store it, right? And when you give it away, it's ADP, right? So we are battery packs, right? To power the energy in us. So here, pH can also be reflected in millivolts. So 0 pH is positive 400 millivolts. 7 pH is neutral, 0 millivolt. 14 pH is negative millivolt. All right. So as you can see, negative, positive. So negative is alkaline, positive is acidic. Am I right so far? Okay, so this sounding like a lecture, as I said in my video. Guys, negative millivolt means you are donating electron. Positive millivolts means you are a scavenger. You're gonna rob the electron. So giving is good. Robbing is not good. Okay, I put in very simple layman's term. And if you look at the 7.35 to 7.45, what is the measurement in terms of millivolt? Okay, let me just drag it down. So you can see pH 7, pH 8. So here you have 57.14. So if you go by ratio, mathematically, right, 7.35 will give you approximately negative 20 millivolt. So pH of 7.45 will give you negative 25 millivolt. So our body needs, right, -20 to -25 millivolts. But what's the problem? We don't have that, guys. I had to break it to you. We don't have that. Why? All the pollutants, all the toxins, and so many problems, emotional stresses, right? Because, hey, emotions are also a kind of electromagnetic field. Do you all know that? And it's able to distort the function of your body and sometimes deplete the energy in your body. Okay, if you feel sad, how's your energy? High or low? I know, low, right? If you are like stressed, is your energy high or low? Low. If you're happy, is your energy high or low? High. Okay. So all the negative emotions that you have is going to deplete your energy. Okay. So a lot of people, that's why some people say stress is the number one killer. Yeah. When you are stressed all the time, yeah, your battery pack is like going. So when your body doesn't have the right energy, it's not able to get the oxygen as the nutrients to your cells. Are you with me? Okay. So when it goes down, and scientists believe that if it goes down to positive 30 millivolts, which is acidic, very acidic, right? You will start having tumor. Okay. And then you don't treat it, this tumor is going to be malignant and it's going to spread. All right. Now, if having positive millivolts, if acidic pH is going to make you sick, why don't you switch the polarity and make it negative millivolts and alkaline, mild alkaline? Why don't you reverse it back into pH 7.35, pH 7.45? Make sense, guys? Isn't it wonderful? We have the solution for you because now you can step on it. And I suggest that you go for your blood test uh, to make sure that you get your pH before and after using it, right? And then, wow, you see what happens. So a lot of people, especially in Taiwan and also in Malaysia, yeah, they have their own testimony. It helps them. Okay. So although this device is not registered as a curing the big C, but somehow it works. And word of mouth is so powerful, isn't it? So not only the big C will help, right? But also many other diseases as well. Because if your body has the right pH balance of 7.35 to 7.45, which is your -20 to -25 millivolts, then it will be able to function optimally and it'll be able to get the oxygen moving, okay, all over your cells. You will be healthy, okay? So this is a little bit radical because it's not normal in mainstream explanation, but if you subscribe to this, the fact that we are energy and you just reverse the polarity to what it should be, right? pH of 7.35 to 7.45, you become healthy. So thank you so much for allowing me to explain this. Exactly 1 hour. All right. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope it will really help you and your family. God bless everyone.